All right, let's jump right in, folks. We're deep diving into Scotland's win over Australia. You know that match from November 24th
Oh, yeah.
where Scotland was hosting?
Yeah.
And Australia was coming in hot off wins against England and Wales.
Yeah, that was a great match.
Definitely a nail-biter.
Sure.
We've got a report and highlights from Sky Sports to break it all down. Think a captain scoring against the country he was born in, a record-breaking try, and even a debut cut short by injury. So much to unpack.
It's amazing when you look back on it because Australia was definitely the favorite. Going into the match, at least, they were on a roll, you
Yeah.
know? And Scotland, well, they were seen as the underdogs.
Yeah, that's not rugby.
Right, exactly. You just never know.
Absolutely. And Scotland really flipped the script.
For sure.
But before we get into all that, let's set the stage. Australia had those two big wins. They were full of confidence, and they started the match strong, putting a lot of pressure on the Scots right from the start. And that pressure led to a penalty in the 11th minute, giving them a 3-point lead.
Right.
You could feel the tension in the stadium.
It was a really cagey start. Lots of tactical kicking back and forth, you know, both teams trying to figure each other out. But even then, you could tell that Scotland wasn't going to back down.
They had this intensity about them, like they were just waiting for the right moment. And then, bam.
There it was.
Sione Tuipulotu, Scotland's captain, he breaks through and scores a first try.
What a moment.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Tuipulotu, he was actually born in Australia.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
Can you imagine scoring against your birth nation?
Yes.
With your grandmother watching you play for Scotland for the first time?
That must have been so emotional.
The look on his face was priceless.
It was more than just points on the board, that's for sure.
He was definitely a statement.
Especially for Tuipulotu, considering he left Australia back in 2018 because he wasn't getting enough opportunities. To come back like that,
Yeah,
that shows real determination.
it really does.
No. You know, it makes you think about the journeys players have to take sometimes, just to reach their full potential.
It's inspiring, really. But amidst all that celebration for Scotland, Australia was hit with some bad news. Joseph Akuso-Swali, their highly anticipated debutant,
Right.
had to leave the field because of an injury. And Swali was a star in rugby league,
Oh, yeah, I remember.
known for his speed and agility. He got tackled trying to bring down Tuipulotu, of all people. And that was it for him.
What a shame.
Tough break.
Yeah, there's so much hype around his debut.
Definitely a what-if moment.
It really makes you wonder how the match might have gone if he'd stayed on.
Absolutely. So at halftime, the score was 7-3 to Scotland. Not a high-scoring half,
No.
but the tension. Oh, man, you could cut it with a knife.
Every play felt so important. It was like a chess match out there.
Yeah, flashes of brilliance, some missed opportunities.
Definitely.
You could sense both teams were holding back a bit, waiting for their chance to really strike.
Waiting for the second half.
Exactly.
Yeah. The first half was like everyone was just getting settled, you know,
Yeah.
feeling each other out.
Yeah,
But the second half, that's when it all kicked off.
totally. It was like,
Someone hit fast forward
exactly, the intensity went way up, and Scotland, they
control.
took over.
And early in the half, it was still pretty close, you know, both sides just trading penalty kicks.
Right.
But then Scotland, they just found another gear.
Yeah.
Duhan van der Merwe.
Oh, man.
That guy, what a player.
He's a beast.
He scored this amazing try, followed by Josh Bayless,
Oh, yeah.
and then Finn Russell. It's like bam, bam, bam.
It was incredible. And
Mhm.
speaking of Van der Merwe, that try,
Yeah.
that put him back on top as Scotland's all-time try scorer. 30 tries.
It's huge.
That's 30 times he's crossed that line for his country.
Incredible consistency.
He's got this insane combination of power and speed,
Yeah.
and the way he finishes,
Unstoppable.
phenomenal.
What's interesting is how his try came from a perfectly executed line-out move. Scotland's set pieces were just working so well.
Yeah.
They were giving them the foundation to build those attacks.
It was textbook rugby, really.
Hmm.
I mean, for those who might be new to rugby, a line-out is basically like this mini battle for the ball after it goes out of bounds.
Right, a test of strengths and strategy.
Yeah, it's all about timing, working
It
together.
does to muscle.
For sure.
Yeah.
And Scotland, they were winning those battles.
Yeah.
And that let them control the pace of the game, how everything was flowing.
Exactly.
Now, Australia did manage to score a late try,
Yeah.
thanks to their debutant, Harry Potter.
You know, I'm still not over that name.
I know, right?
Say it.
Harry Potter scoring a try. Wild. But it was too little, too late.
Yeah, by then the momentum was all with Scotland.
For sure. The final score was 27-13.
Comprehensive win for Scotland.
Well deserved. But what do you think were the key factors in Australia's loss? I mean, they were the favorites coming in.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, first off, Scotland's defense, it was just phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
They were tackling so hard, closing down any space. They made it so tough for Australia to get anything going.
They were relentless. It was like trying to run through a brick wall.
And I also think Australia might have underestimated Scotland.
Yeah.
You know, after beating England and Wales, maybe they thought this would be another easy win.
Classic case of underestimating the underdog.
Exactly.
Although, to be fair to Australia, Swali's injury,
Oh.
that was a big blow.
It was. Who knows how it might have gone if he'd stayed in the game.
It's true. You can't really know.
Yeah.
So, bigger picture. What does this win mean for Scotland? Are they becoming a real force to be reckoned with?
I think it shows they're on the right track.
Yeah.
They have a really talented squad, a great coach, and they're playing with so much confidence.
It's a statement win for sure.
Absolutely.
And speaking of exciting, let's talk about Swali for a minute.
Yeah.
His injury was a huge bummer, but what's your take on his potential? What could he bring to rugby union if he can bounce back from this?
Well, his background in rugby league, that's a big plus.
Right.
He's got this amazing speed, great footwork, and a natural sense for attack.
Yeah.
All those skills, they translate really well to rugby union.
Totally.
With the right coaching, the right development, he could be something special.
I mean, people were already comparing him to Sonny Bill Williams before his debut.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it makes sense. They both have that blend of athleticism and power, finesse, too.
It'd be amazing to see Swali reach that same level in rugby union.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
It all comes down to resilience and determination.
Exactly.
And from what we've seen, he's got plenty of both.
No doubt about it.
Can't wait to see him back on the pitch.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Talk about the bigger context of this match. This wasn't just a friendly. It was part of the Autumn Nations series.
Right.
A tournament that brings together some of the best teams in the world. How does this win affect Scotland's standing in the series?
It's a big boost to their campaign.
For sure.
Beating a team like Australia, especially like that, sends a message to the other teams.
Yeah.
It shows they're not just there to participate.
Right.
They're there to win.
They're contenders.
Exactly.
And for Scottish rugby fans, this must be an amazing time.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it really makes you think about how much things are changing in international rugby.
Yeah.
Teams like Scotland, who maybe wouldn't have gotten as much attention before,
Right.
they're really stepping up now.
It's like the old guard is being challenged.
Yeah.
And that's exciting for everyone.
It makes things more unpredictable.
For sure.
You never know who's going to win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what makes rugby so great. It's all about passion, strategy.
Raw athleticism.
Yeah. And Scotland's performance against Australia, that was a perfect example.
They played with so much heart and intelligence.
Yeah.
They really wanted that win.
And they earned it.
Mm-hmm.
What's really impressive is how they've been building on their successes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've been getting better and better these past few years. And this win, this is like the culmination of all that work.
Yeah, it shows the dedication.
They've got this belief in themselves now. You know, a confidence that wasn't always there.
And that can make all the difference.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in a sport like rugby, where the mental game is so important.
For sure. Confidence leads to success, and success leads to more confidence.
It's a cycle, a good one.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up, I got to ask, what's next for Scotland?
Mm-hmm.
Can they keep this up, make a real impact?
Well, the Autumn Nation series isn't over yet.
Right.
They've got some tough matches coming up.
Yeah.
But they've shown they can play with the best.
They have.
And they'll be going into those matches with so much confidence now.
And the Rugby World Cup is coming up fast.
Ow, that's right.
I mean, just imagine Scotland lifting that Webb Ellis Cup.
Wow.
It might seem like a long shot, but you never know in rugby.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly. So to all the rugby fans out there, keep an eye on Scotland. They're a team on the rise.
Yeah, they're ready to take on the world.
They've got the talent. They've got the drive, the heart.
They can make history.
And that's a wrap for today. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Scotland's win over Australia.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time.